The Meals on Wheels cycle tour, something that you who've been watching the show for some time may be familiar with, is getting back on the road over the next few days. With me to tell us more about what it is they're going to be doing is Bevan Janneke, who's to my far left, as well as Gershawn, who's closest to me on my right. Now, just in 2016, you managed to provide 13 million meals throughout South Africa through your 512 branches. Quite a feat, and I think something that you should be applauded for and be proud of. Getting back to the work that you do, can you tell us when is this next Extreme Ride for Hunger taking place?
Thanks, Kendall. Kendall, thank you very much for having us back here. It's really a privilege to be here. The ride will start on the 4th and end on the 9th, starting in Kimberley and ending in Cape Town.
And what are your goals? I mean, are they the same stated goals that we experienced before? Or even for those people who are watching us for the first time, what is it that you've got in mind with this particular project?
Okay, so we have two goals in mind. And the first goal is obviously to raise awareness. To raise awareness of the plight of the hungry in South Africa. And then our second goal is to get people to take action, to do something about it, knowing that there's a problem, and then addressing the problem. Have
you found in the time that you've been in service and action for that the number of the hungry has grown or diminished?
It's grown. It's definitely grown. Currently, we're looking at between 15 to 16 million South Africans that go to bed every single night without a meal. I was reading a statistic the other day that said 6 out of 10 babies born in South Africa are dying of malnutrition. So the statistics are getting scarier and scarier. And the work is just growing, and that's why we feel that these events to create awareness are so very important.
So now, in terms of getting this right, please tell us, Bevan, what are you going to do with the funds that you raise? Because you can go on a campaign, but then at the end of the day, people need to know when they actually get involved, when they do what they want to do for the hungry, the money is going to be used in a way that's actually going to solve the plight.
Yes.
How do you manage that?
We have allocated funds, the funds that we're going to raise already, for a property in Richie. Richie is about 42 kilometers outside Kimberley, and we've been struggling there to get a proper center. So that is the place that we want to acquire, and then Meals on Wheels SA will come and put a kitchen container on the place, on the premises. So that is our goal, so that the people in Richie can be fed with dignity. And because the premises right now is a shack, number one. Most of our equipment was stolen there. There's no water, no electricity. So we want to try to upscale and just improve the conditions for the people in Richie. So
there's some that don't know your relationship with Richie, Kimberley specifically. Can you tell us why specifically Richie in Kimberley?
That is the center that is there for 10 years now, but it has grown with people, many people, but the center itself didn't grow much. So we really want to lift those who are struggling so we can have a standard in Meals on Wheels, and that's really why Richie.
And also you're from Kimberley as well, so it's a community that you're very familiar with, and you know what the challenges the community faces there, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now, the elements that are important in organizing a tour like this Extreme Ride for Hunger, can you take us through some of those?
There's quite a few, but I'd like to highlight 3.
Yep.
Number 1, the people, the individuals that's going to be part of it to give back. Because it's a charity event, we want people to come and like you said, we want to enjoy cycling, but at the same time, we can give back to the community. So the people that's going to be part of the cyclists, that's number 1, they're key. Without them, there's no tour. And then also planning and organization. We have to do that, that's vital. And then the sponsors, the partners. With them, they make it possible because they come and they say, how can we partner with you? How can we support to help you? So those 3 elements, it's vital for the planning for the tour.
Now, to bring you in on the conversation as well, Gershawn, can you tell us in terms of the bigger program, because you're the National Programs Director, where does this fit in with our program in terms of like how important is it with everything else that you're doing?
Well, awareness is very important, and we're going to have people cycling all the way from Kimberley to Cape Town, wearing Meals on Wheels branding, and we're also going to be stopping along the way, meeting new people, and also helping communities as we go. So in terms of importance to us, this is creating an awareness of Meals on Wheels and the fact that we are feeding close to 120,000 people every day. So these cyclists cycling all the way down to Cape Town are actually carrying our banner saying, we as South Africans are doing something about the plight of the hungry in this country of ours.
How many cyclists are going down this time around?
We're aiming for 16.
Yep.
If we can get 20, even better.
All right, and are you able to share with us where we are now, where you're sitting now in terms of participants?
We're sitting at 14.
At 14?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. You look very close to your
goal.
to your goal. And entries, when do they close?
The 2nd of February. So we have less than 2 weeks left. So yeah.
Some of the logistics around entering and participating, can you give us some of that? You know, how much it costs? Is there a cost for a cyclist that wants to participate? You know, how does the sponsor get involved? Can you share with us?
You want to take?
Yeah, it's 9,350 Rand per cyclist, and that includes everything, all the expenses, the accommodation, transport, travel, and everything else, from all the way from Kimberley to Cape Town. And then we also provide all the logistics backup for the cyclists. So it's going to be a supported group of cyclists cycling down to Cape Town, and obviously, again, carrying the banner of Meals on Wheels. So it's almost hashtag cycle for a purpose. So, you know, people always say, you know, all these cyclists are cycling all over the place, but now they're doing it for a purpose.
No, fantastic. Now, in closing, I just want to check with you, how do people get hold of you?
Via our website, Facebook, Instagram. They can Google us. If you Google Extreme Ride for Hunger, we will come up there. They can call us on 053 832 1149, and then we can share information with them.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Wishing you all the best in this new chapter of Extreme Wheels on Wheels cycle tour, Riding for Hunger. Thanks very much, Gershawn Naidu, as well as Bevan Janneke from Meals on Wheels.